Another rapper's under fire. This time, it's Houston's own Mexican OT, sparking massive backlash for saying the N-word on camera. But he's not the first non-rapper to face this type of heat. Kendrick Lamar sparked controversy when he called out a white fan for rapping the N-word on one of his songs.
Wait. Am I not cool enough for you?
You gotta bleep one single word though.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I do it?
Yeah, you did.
Some criticizing the young fan for not knowing better. Note to rappers: don't put lyrics in your song that you don't want fans to repeat.
Rap legend Ice Cube checked the comedian Bill Maher when he let the N-word slip out.
What made you think that it was cool to say that?
You know,
That's one question.
I just explained.
There's been a lot of controversy surrounding a single word, one that carries centuries of pain, sparked outrage, forced apologies, and reignited a debate that hip-hop has been wrestling with for decades. Let's break it all down. Mexican OT has been blowing up out of Texas. You probably know him from his viral hit Johnny Dang, featuring Paul Wall, or his raw southern delivery that's been making waves.
Louis Vuitton umbrella when I walk through the wine in the kitchen with the chicken kind of bread like kinds good dog out of the Mexican liquor like Johnny Dang, eat deep muddy water stick.
OT represents a new generation of Texas rap, mixing Chicano pride with Houston's chopped and screwed legacy. But with fame comes scrutiny. Recently, during an interview on Angela Yee's Lip Service podcast, OT was asked point blank if he uses the N-word. Instead of dodging it, he doubled down.
Too. Do you feel like you could say the N-word?
I feel like I can say it, but not because of that, and I'm gonna tell you why. I wish there was some black dudes in here.
Okay.
What the f are you gonna do about it, you know? And then second of all, I grew up loving these motherfuckers. I grew up fighting with them. I grew up eating with them. I grew up doing bad shit with them. I grew up loving with them. You know, I got family. And it's not even about family. Even if I wasn't related to nobody else black, like, I respect people that they feel that way. And that's why I try to shut the f up about it.
Right.
But if you're from where I'm from or anywhere, what the f are you gonna do about it?
He explained that he grew up in a predominantly black community and claimed it was normal in his circle. But that answer didn't sit well with everyone. Monaleo and Anisha, two female rappers, immediately called him out, saying non-black artists need to stop using the word, no matter the environment. Sauce Walker at first defended OT, but later retracted, saying he didn't hear the full context at first.
The subject at hand, Mexican OT. See, now, at first when I was speaking on what I was speaking on, I was only talking about the shit I seen on Say Cheese with the girl and all that on Say Cheese. My bro Danza showed me the interview and showed me exactly verbatim what Mexican OT said on the interview on the podcast with all the women. OT, bitch, you wrong, ho. I'm gonna tell you why you wrong, little bro. I'm gonna tell you why you wrong, OT. And you got a black brother. That's what you partially was finna get into, but you didn't want to get into it. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole 50% black brother, nigga, that's mixed, nigga, a real little nigga that's your brother, so you should feel 100%. He should feel, a motherfucker feel what I'm saying. What about this part? I ain't fucked up with you about saying, can you say nigga, because you grew up with us, went through all this shit with us, you love us, nigga, you been through everything that a nigga been through, so that's why you can say nigga. The problem and the issue is the fact when you say nigga in a room full of women, is there any black niggas in here? Is there any niggas in here? Well, if it is some niggas in here, what you gonna do about it? That's where you up at, brother. That's what the disrespect is. Because, OT, you know, if you was in a room full of violent niggas from Houston, full of violent niggas like myself, TSF niggas, any niggas that's really from the H like that, and we was having that conversation and you said it in that way, y'all said, because who's gonna do shit about it? Nigga, it would have been 6 niggas in a room raising their hands saying they want to fight you. You know that.
Facing major backlash, OT posted an apology on Instagram. He said that he didn't mean any disrespect and that the word came from a place of love and not hate. He even mentioned losing close friends over the situation, showing just how deeply this word can divide. Denver rapper Trey Funk cut ties with him, highlighting how personal these consequences can get. This isn't the first time a non-black rapper has been criticized for using the N-word. Detroit rapper Eminem has faced scrutiny over an unreleased recording from his teenage years where he used the N-word to allegedly diss his black girlfriend. He addressed the backlash by saying that the songs were recorded when he was younger, and Eminem said himself that he was, quote, angry and stupid.
Tom, I see a few of y'all in the front. You know what Slim Shady's about.
gotta dish you. My niggas be cocking pistols.
Canadian rapper Nav, who's Punjabi, admitted to using the word in his early songs and said it was common in his Toronto circle. But after backlash in 2017, he publicly promised to stop using it, saying he understood the pain that it caused. Artists like Fat Joe and Cardi B, who identify as Afro-Latino, have also been called out, showing how complicated this conversation gets when artists claim multiple identities. Then there's 6ix9ine, who regularly use the N-word despite being half Mexican and Puerto Rican, and often dismiss the criticism by citing his neighborhood culture and saying he grew up around black people.
Yeah, people, and I don't have a problem with it, but people seem to have a problem with you saying nigga. Because they say a Mexican should not be using the word
Bro,
nigga.
who gonna stop me? Who? Like, that's, I can see those comments all the time. Who?
But the reason
like, why can I say it? Like, I can say it. Like,
let's pay respect to all the fallen soldiers.
Yo, keep going, dude.
Why?
Nigga, you know how many niggas died here?
A lot of niggas died.
Mad niggas.
But the N-word is more than just slang. It's a word tied to centuries of pain and oppression for black people. Even if you grew up in a black neighborhood or have black friends, that doesn't automatically grant a pass. Many fans feel that hearing the word from non-black artists still hits differently, and seeing artists double down only makes it worse. As for Mexican OT, his future remains uncertain. He does have a loyal fan base that appreciates his authenticity, but even for them, this controversy has sparked some difficult conversations. The question is, will he learn from this and move forward with more respect for the boundaries set by his black fans? Or will he double down and risk alienating the very audience that helped him rise? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. In hip-hop, words matter, and once respect is lost, it's not easily regained. This moment with Mexican OT is more than just one rapper. It's a mirror reflecting a complex relationship between hip-hop, race, and language. At the end of the day, words have power. And artists, they have influence. The N-word has been a taboo thing in hip-hop, and let's be real, it's been a taboo thing in culture all in general. The reason being is because a lot of rappers use the word, and because a lot of rappers use it in the songs, a lot of fans of other ethnicities, they want to say the word. But because of this, because of that word's ties to slavery, pain, degrading of our culture, it's just something that you should just stay away from altogether. And I think that really what pissed people off the most about the Mexican OT situation is the fact that he doubled down on it and then dared any black man to do anything about it. I mean, he had this disrespectful, almost threatening demeanor about him, saying like, yeah, I used the word, and who gonna stop me? What you gonna do about it? And this is what made Sauce Walka go off about it, because he pretty much, in a nutshell, was acting like he was calling your bluff. Like he was calling out all black people and calling a bluff to do something about it. And let's be real, that's a dangerous game to play. That's a dangerous game because everybody not gonna respond the way you want them to respond. Like Sauce Walka said, if it was some violent black men in that room, if it was some dudes in the street, that conversation probably wouldn't have went like that. And the fact that Mexican OT being in the front of the presence of women, being bold like that, the streets just couldn't condone it. You know what I'm saying? And it was really only when he started losing fans and Sauce Walka called him out and different OGs from the hood called him out on it, and he started to lose friendships over it. Then suddenly, now he apologized. But he was the same dude who asked, what are you going to do about it? In my opinion, I feel like the N-word shouldn't be used at all. I honestly think that we should abolish the N-word out of our vocabulary because of the attachment to slavery, because of the degrading nature of the word. But unfortunately, that's not the reality we live in. And unfortunately, a lot of our people still use the word because of its connections to pain. It's just one of those words that you should just stay away from, especially if you're not black, especially if you're not a child of an African slave. You know, it's just one of those things that going to keep coming up. It's a debate that's going to keep happening in the culture, but the answer won't change. If you know that it's harmful, if you know that it hurts your black friends, and if you know you're not supposed to say it, just don't. Especially if you claim to love your black friends, your black family members. You know what I mean? So Mexican OT daring black people to do something about it, saying who gonna stop me, this, that, and the third. It was it seemed very disingenuous. It seemed very arrogant, and it seemed very disrespectful to the very black friends that he claimed to love. You know what I mean? So it didn't rub people well. Hopefully he can learn from this situation. Spread love, not hate. Just stay away from the negativity. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, bro, learn from this situation. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comments below. I'm gone.